I'm John Kovach. I'm a newspaper editor. I'm a radio announcer. I'm a high school football coach. And since I was old enough to stand on the side of a stream next to my dad, I've been an angler. I've fished with bait, lures, and flies. I've fished with spinning gear, fly rods, jigging poles, and tip-ups. I've stood on ice, waded rapids, and been tossed about the deck of a boat. And I want you to love fishing, be it freshwater or salt, heavy flows, high seas, or cutting through a foot of ice, as much as I do, no matter what the quarry, no matter the tactics, no matter the chosen tackle. Welcome to Yankee Fisherman.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Yankee Fisherman, Thursday, December 17th. We're going to talk today about last-minute local nautical gifts as we're coming up on Christmas. And we're going to remember a man that those of us, particularly here in Connecticut and all along the Long Island Sound, have so much to thank him for, because his work really touched and pretty much saved the lifestyle a lot of us anglers really enjoy so much. But first, just about every conversation this record warm December has started with the weather. The spring-like temperatures have everybody out getting some fishing in. That was the case for me this week. I was out on the Farmington. We've got some video of that. There was a hatch going, which was kind of a surprise to me how many bugs there were, and you can see them in this clip. If you look closely, you'll see some of them fly by. You'll see some pretty good size hatches. You'll see there was a good number of guys out on the stream. I was out there with a group of about 30 people. There were decent crowds in all the pools. Only one person I was with caught a fish, but the weather was nice and we were enjoying everybody's company outdoors. To the north, and we'll jump to that footage we have from the Swift River, our friend David Schumacher of David Schumacher Photography, he was out with Gary Mitras and shot some awesome footage of Gary catching one. We'll go to that right now.
The current here is pretty strong. That combined with the real light tippet, gotta be real careful and gentle how you land the fish. Here's a really nice rainbow. First one I land this morning. I'm holding him right by my fly, right in the upper jaw, which is the classic way that it's supposed to be. So take the fly out, send the fish back to his mommy.
Nice catch, nice release by Gary Mitras. Great David Schumacher. He takes awesome fishing photos. I've seen him, been in some of them, been fortunate enough for that. It's a real gift. He does a great job with that. He's trying video now and picking it right up. That's some very good stuff from David. So that was taking advantage of the spring-like conditions last weekend. The temperatures are supposed to drop a little bit this week. I'll be at an event regardless. We'll have some footage of that on next week's Yankee Fisherman, which is going to be on at 1 o'clock Wednesday because Christmas Eve is Thursday. Yeah, we're that close. We are a week from Christmas. So you got last minute shopping to do, and you've put it off because you've been out fishing because it's been 60 degrees out. So like everybody else, you've been out fishing. You're backed up. Well, our friends at the Dock Shop who have presented this show for some time, they've got some last-minute gift ideas, and we're going to talk to them about those. Right now, we'll start with Michael Escala talking some fishing. We are at the Dock Shop, Tokenique Road in Darien. Michael Escala with us. We're in the fishing section. You can look around, see the nautical decorations, see the tableware, see the jewelry. And then if you're a guy and you like to fish, and you probably are if you're watching this show, which has been presented by the Dock Shop for the majority of its nearly 2-year run, you can come in here where Michael is and check out some of the newest fishing gear. What are we looking at tonight as we get ready for Christmas, Michael?
Well, we've got a bunch of things. Like you said, this is the room where we like to say we get down to business. We do everything from rods and reels, lures, hooks, terminal tackle, right across the board. Some really cool new items came out this year right after the iCast show. The first one, the one that I really like, is this new spinning reel from Finor. This is called their bait teaser. It comes in a 60 and 80 size. It's got the bait feature on it so that you can live line in our area, bunker or whatever, eels, whatever type of bait you're fishing. With 2 sets of drags, one for the bait, one for the fighting. Great reel, Finor, now part of the Zepco group, and they're offering this reel at a retail of $95. So you're getting a quality reel, nice offset handle, a lot of drag, can be used in the surf, on a boat. Just a really, really nice piece from Finor.
That sounds like more reel than I need and less reel than I want, and a tremendous price for that. I could use that from a boat or surf casting, either or?
Boat or surfing. Works like a regular spinning reel, but it's got that bait running feature on it. So that you flip that drag up, the bait can run free. When the fish picks up the bait, it doesn't realize that there's a line attached to it until you engage. Once you engage, it's like a regular spinning reel.
Oh, that's great stuff.
It's a really nice piece. From the same company, without the bait running feature, we do their inshore smoke. A lot of guys in our area, me included, like to fish light tackle. These are in 30 and 40 sizes, totally done up for salt water, very light, high retrieve rate. This one in particular is 6.2 to 1, so it's a fairly high speed reel, and just does a phenomenal job. Like I said, braid or mono, great drag on it, really nice stuff.
What weight are you putting on that?
This one I'm probably going to put 15 to 20 pound braid on this.
So that's going to be nice for the small stripers, the small blues. It's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, this is a fun rod. You pair it to a 7 or 7.5 foot, 8 to 17 rod. Really nice combo.
And you can get the rods here as well.
Absolutely,
at the Dock Shop.
Absolutely. We do Shimano, we do Penn, we do Quantum, and we even make our own custom rods here as well.
Now you've got another new item that is so simple that it escapes you why the ingenuity took till 2015 to find it. It's something that people like me who can find places to get snagged
Absolutely.
probably should have thought of some time ago, but we missed it.
It's one of those items that makes you clock your forehead and say, why didn't I think of this?
Tell us about this.
But this is a great item. It's called the line cutters. I'm wearing it right now on my finger. We kind of joke around about it being a ring. What I found is it's a great item to put on the butt of your rod or on a rail on a boat. It's designed to cut braid, and it's designed to cut it very clean without any fray or any frayed ends at all. Simply run it through, pull it. It's just that simple. With a perfectly clean cut. This is 30-pound braid.
Let's see that one more time, Michael.
Well, actually, what I'll do this time to make it even better is I'll double up the 30-pound braid, and we'll just run it right through, and there you go. Nice clean cut.
Tremendous stuff.
Does a great job. Like I said, put it on your rod butt, put it on a rail on the boat. This way it's always where you need it.
Great stuff. And another thing has come out to make sure that something else is always where we need us. Tell us about the docktail.
Well, this is specifically for when the bite slows down. This is a great item made down in Florida. We call it the docktail. It comes, you can put a rod holder mount on it, all different size inserts, hold all your beverages, your cups, got a knife slot, a cutting board. It's basically to have a party on your boat. If you got a cabin on the boat, it keeps people from having to go down below, making a mess of your cabin. If you don't have a cabin, you got a center console, it's great. Put it in a rod holder. It keeps everything from sliding all over the boat. Called
Does it have racks down below?
Yes. Yeah, it's got a rod holder mount on it, so it'll slide right into your rod holder and adjust to any angle you need it to.
The docktail.
The docktail.
I will be requisitioning one.
There you go.
I mean, the reels are beautiful. Now that blue finish,
isn't that nice?
It's really pretty. How long have they been doing that?
This started just last year after the ICAST show. This is their new look on the Finor and on the Smoke series, and it came from if you look down here, it came from the Cabo. It's very similar to the Cabo blue, so they're trying to keep some consistency in their line, because you now have, like I said, Finor, Quantum, Smoke, and Cabo all out of one factory now.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
It's a very good look. Now you also, for the business end of things, you've got quite a few lures here, some of them locally made.
We do. We try to focus on that. One of our most popular ones is Phase 2, which are hand-carved cedar plugs done by Phase 2 Lures and Mr. Dick Fincher up in Westport. We also have a line called Albie Snacks, which is by a company, Long Cast Plastics up in Stratford. Tremendous. We had a great Albie season this year, so Albie Snacks were a big seller.
One of the best Albie seasons I can remember.
Absolutely. Both in longevity and number of fish.
It lasted for months, and I've never seen so many guys report catching them. You
hook it up.
Always hear, oh, I'd love to catch, oh, I can't wait to catch my first Albie. And this year it seemed like everybody was.
We had hookups. We had people on fish, and it was probably about a 5 or 6 week run. Usually we get it for about 2 weeks and they're gone, but they hung around. There was a lot of bait out in the Sound this year. The bait stayed local, so the fish stayed with it. So Albie Snacks is another local lure. And we try to keep with that theme and some of the smaller companies. We carry all the main brands, but we also try to find some things that you haven't seen before and some new things. When I fish, I like to try new stuff. We've got it here. Come down and talk to us about it.
And we're at the 51 Tokenique Road location.
Right.
Also, Riverside Avenue in Westport.
Yes, we are in Riverside Avenue in Westport, right next to the Black Duck and All Seasons Marine, right in that parking area, right off exit 17.
And it's the same. We're going to get a breakdown of a fishing gear area and the nautical decorations, housewares,
right,
etc.
Right, you're going to have the Nautical Boutique product line there with apparel and jewelry and home furnishings and home decor and tabletop. Then we also do marine supplies there, the boats and the cleaners and waxes and ropes and fenders and all of those items, as well as a full complement of bait and tackle.
Well, with that in mind, let's step away from the bait and tackle and take a look at some of the nautical decorative items that we have here in Darien. Michael LaScala, thanks very much for talking fishing with us here on Yankee Fisherman, presented by you.
Thanks very much.
We're with Tony Sabia at the Dock Shop, Tokenique Road in Darien. We are looking at some of the jewelry you might be able to run out and get as a last-minute Christmas gift. Now, this is nautically themed. A lot of it, Tony, is local, some of it vintage, all of it unique. Tell us about what we're looking at.
That's correct. It's all very unique and very local. This piece here, for example, is all collected sea glass from the Caribbean. It's hand wrapped in sterling silver and set beautifully. She does bracelets, she does necklaces, and she does rings, and that's Ocean O jewelry. The next feature we have is a single strand, which is a very local woman for us. She does beautiful pearls set in sterling silver with little CZ crystals on some of them, as you can see, just with pearls, or set on beautiful sterling silver chains. She does them in white, gray, and black pearls.
And that designer is?
Is a single strand.
Ah.
From Westport, from Weston. And the next artist that we're featuring is Philip Ginolfi. Philip Ginolfi is originally from Stamford, now located in Arizona, and is one of the original tires of woven bracelets. His 14-karat gold and sterling silver pieces are all replicas of Ashley's Book of Knots, which are nautical knots that are used in the sailing and boating world. As you can see, they're absolutely spectacular. They offer nice weight, and then all the knots are different, and every piece is slightly different because they are done by hand.
Now, is he actually weaving the gold and silver?
He actually weaves the strands of gold and silver together.
So,
I don't know if you could get a close-up on that. And you can see that on this bracelet there are 10 strands, and they are woven. Can you get a close-up?
So he is actually the same way you would a rope.
That's correct, the same way you would a rope. And his finishing knots are absolutely beautiful. As you can see here in the detail, he actually coils the rope as you would coil them at your dock.
Oh, that's phenomenal stuff. All of these are available at both Westport and Darien?
Yes, that's correct. All our pieces are located at both stores.
Some fun pieces, some stuff that really, it's shopping local.
It's absolutely shopping local. We also have pieces that we didn't put out that are charms that were from the 19th century that are 18-karat gold plated, and the charms are one of a kind, and once we sell them there won't be any more back of them. There's a very limited edition of those, and those are done by Sally Ann Bolhauser out of Manhattan.
Fantastic stuff here. And those vintage charms, I see a starfish, I see really nautically themed
Sea
one.
turtles.
Really nice sea turtles.
There's a sand dollar, a sailboat, just wonderful, wonderful pieces.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Tony Sabia, thank you so much.
And thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas.
We're with Tony Sabia at the Dock Shop in Darien, 51 Tokenique Road. We are talking about pewterware and some decorative and functional trays that they're carrying here.
That's correct. Like the piece I'm holding right now is made of pewter. It's made from Salisbury, which is a company based out of Maryland. And this is called their Masthead Collection, and you can see here by the lovely roping details on this bowl. We have it in platters and serving pieces that are very functional and made here in the United States.
And you've also got some items from the oldest foundry in America. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
That's correct, and that would be Wendell August. Wendell August is the oldest American foundry of aluminum. Here I have a tray that is functional as well as decorative that has a beautiful seahorse on it. We have pieces with sailboats, octopuses, anchors, and lighthouses. And these are all wonderful pieces that can be used during the holiday and all year round.
All made by hand?
All made by hand.
So that's a hand-hammered design?
That's correct. It's a hand-hammered design. So there's a little bit of difference between each piece because they are, again, handmade.
And they're all, as you said, they're functional, yet they can be decorative.
That's correct. Functional and decorative. I mean, just look at the detail on that.
Beautiful metalwork available here, all with the nautical theme, at the Dock Shop, both in Darien and in Westport.
That's correct.
Tony Sabia, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yankee Fisherman at the Dock Shop, our presenter. We're with Grant Tenkus of Soundview Millworks. You're in Darien, and your custom-made cutting boards
That's right.
are available here at the Dock Shop. Tell us how you got into this.
Exactly. So this is the Dock Shop's one of our great retailers, based right in Darien on Tokenique Road. And what you see are some examples of the cutting boards we do, the shapes, styles, patterns. And what you can do is pick the board, pick the handle of it. So we've got the cleat, the fish, we've got seahorses. We've also got whales, shotgun shells, and horse bits. But it's a great way to pick a different handle to accent the board to whoever the gift recipient is. You can also put an engraving on it, so you can choose from any of our stock images like you see here. Or you could put a name on it, so a boat name, an initial, a monogram, anything like that, and create a perfect gift for somebody.
How long does it take to prepare one of these?
Well, generally our lead time is about 2 weeks, but we are sympathetic and understand that everyone's got some last minute Christmas shopping to do, so if you come to the Dock Shop this weekend and place a custom order, we can have it to you before Christmas. So we're running a couple of days turnaround time right now, which we're pretty excited about.
So you're turning around a lot of wood. Now, were you always a woodworker?
Always a woodworker. I grew up on the water, sailing and fishing with my dad, and always working on boat projects and things like that, and sort of was handy to a fault, I like to say. And one day I ended up back in my garage and making cutting boards.
And there's different, you also have some handheld ones here. You've got a coat rack with the cleats on it.
Yeah, exactly. So our primary products are the cutting boards, but we also do some of the handled cheese boards and serving boards like this with some different images on them. And we've got a great coat rack too. So we've got a coat rack with the cleat handles. You can put an initial on that, or a monogram, or again a boat name to make it really personalized. Have a couple of cleats on there to put your coat or your dog leash or keys or anything. And we also have some stools too. So this is a product of ours that we're happy to sell through the dock shop. But mahogany and maple top that looks just like the sole of the boat. White base on them, and they come in 2 heights. So it's a great way to sort of bring that nautical feel back into your home.
So all nautical woodwork, or nautical style woodwork, adapted for a home cause, and all made right here in Darien.
You got it. It's all handmade right here in the USA, which we're really proud of.
Grant, Soundview Millworks, do you have a website?
Yep, the website's as simple as the name, soundviewmillworks.com. And again, Tony and Michael down here at the dock shop can always help you out. But great pictures and inspiration pages on soundviewmillworks.com.
Grant, thank you so much for telling us about Soundview Millworks. Love to hear these stories about local businesses, literally garage-based businesses that take off, and also when somebody can take their love of boating, of fishing, of something nautical, and adapt it to something else. Really some cool looking stuff here. Thanks for spending a few minutes.
Hey, it's great. Well, thank you for the opportunity to say hi and talk to your audience, and thanks to all you for the support over the years. It's been a lot of fun.
You are listening to and watching Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop on the HAN Network. Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express, open Monday through Saturday in the iPark Building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
It's time to come back to hometown banking, where people are taken into account, not just balances, where community comes first, a place where there's more than one kind of interest, where automation will never replace consideration, where they not only know your name, they know your dog's name too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
Here at the Darien Sports Shop, we are very excited about our newly redesigned men's department. Gentlemen, if you're shopping for work, weekend, or wedding, we've got the latest styles and trends inside our spacious new department just for you. We have vast selections from Peter Millar, Vineyard Vines, Johnny O, Duckhead, Barber, and so much more. And you can even walk out of the store in the new Wolverine 1,000-mile men's boot. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road, Darien, Connecticut, or shop us online at dariensport.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Adams with my good friend Donald Eng, and we're the home team for Nutmeg Sports, Monday through Wednesday at 2 o'clock right here on the HAN Network. We are the place for all things Connecticut sports, so come hang out with us on Nutmeg Sports. Don? They don't call him the best color man in the game for nothing. Nutmeg Sports, 2 o'clock, Monday through Wednesday, right here on the HAN Network.
Welcome back to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop on the HAN Network this Thursday, December 15th. And we want to thank the Dock Shop for all their support and help last night. Got a number of good leads on future stories. And I meet a lot of people through the people I interact with for this show, and it just keeps finding us new avenues to explore. And it's a fascinating journey as we find all we can about fishing. And fishing lost somebody who you might not realize it, you might not think about it, you might not even know, but somebody who did so much for those of us, particularly along the Long Island Sound, to really save this pastime that we all enjoy so much. And that is somebody I was honored to work with and consider a friend, and that was State Representative Terry Backer. And Terry died overnight Monday night, Tuesday morning. He was only 61. He had been battling brain cancer. Terry was the son of a fisherman. He attended Norwalk schools. He earned his license as a merchant marine officer from the U.S. Coast Guard. Then he worked with his father, Henry Backer, for decades, harvesting lobsters and shellfish on the southwestern end of the Sound. He was at one with those fishermen. He knew their plight, and he fought hard for them, so much so that he was elected to the Connecticut General Assembly in 1992. He represented the south end of Stratford, including Lordship, which was where he lived. He was reelected in 2010, 2012, and 2014. All the time while fighting a brain tumor, and when they had that special session last week, he was unable to attend. Terry was the former chairman of the Legislative Environment Committee, as well as the Energy and Technology Committee. He led the Soundkeeper Fund for 27 years, joining fellow activists, including Robert F. Kennedy Jr. of Riverkeeper, another nonprofit. They both had the same approach, grassroots efforts to preserve clean water and water supplies and watersheds, protect the environment, protect the wildlife. They were friends. And his work wasn't limited to the water. As part of his efforts with Soundkeeper, Terry was instrumental in starting and maintaining the farm at Stratford on the former Perhala farm, and that was organic. They taught people how to grow organically, and the ideas he and I discussed several times walking on that property was that not using pesticides and fertilizers and things that are going to wash down eventually into the Long Island Sound and affect the lobstering and the oystering and the recreational fishing. And a lot of people learned organic farming through that, and he really did a tremendous job with that. You might not realize it, but next time you're down at the Sound, realize that 30 years ago, when I was going to college here, I don't think people knew what the Sound was going to be like in 2015. I think people thought it might be a cesspool. It might be like those 1970s films and shots of the Hudson River. And thanks in a large part to what Terry Backer did and those like him, we have a place to swim and to fish, and it's been reclaimed. And that is in no small part due to the efforts of Terry Backer, and he will be missed, and take a minute to appreciate him next time you're down there. Calling hours are 4 to 8 tonight, Thursday the 17th. That's at the Hoyt Cognetta Funeral Home. That's at 5 East Wall Street in Norwalk. There will be a mass of Christian burial on Friday at 10 a.m. That is at St. Matthew's Church on Scribner Avenue in Norwalk. Interment will be private. Governor Malloy has ordered flags throughout Connecticut at half-staff until after Backer's funeral. Thank you, Terry, for all you did, and you're going way too young. We'll be back with more Yankee Fisherman. Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. If that's the case, keep one thing in mind. It's always summer at the Dock Shop. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. The Dock Shop is not your average bait and tackle store. They offer a wide array of products, including apparel, jewelry, home furnishings, and some flat-out cool stuff, all with a nautical theme, most made in the USA. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
Does buying a car leave you feeling like you're chasing your tail? Head straight to Pamby Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram and take car buying in a whole new direction.
In Pound Ridge since 1993, the Wine Connection is one of America's best wine shops. Visit our beautiful store for the greatest in wine and knowledgeable service. With wonderful values from around the world to collectibles for your cellar, we are your one-stop source. Visit our online shop at wineconn.com and make sure to sign up for email updates. With great offers, new arrivals, and special events, don't miss all the action at The Wine Connection, including tastings every weekend. The Wine Connection, located at 32 Westchester Avenue, Pound Ridge, New York. I'm Kate Chaplinsky. Join us for Coffee Break, weekdays at 11 to get the latest Connecticut news, weather, high school sports, and more. News doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break on the HAN network.
Welcome back. John Kovach with you, Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. That's going to about do it for this week's show. Remember, the next 2 weeks, we will be Wednesday at 1. Enjoy your Christmas Eve and your New Year's Eve. Next week, we're going to have some footage of a fun holiday event that I will be attending this weekend. And we're going to have news that just was coming out before the show came on. It's starting to pick up some steam on the internet, but scientists with the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection on a stream, and they're very wisely not saying where, have found nests made by wild returning Atlantic salmon. This would be the first documented spawning of wild salmon in Connecticut since the Revolutionary War. That's big news. Enjoy the warm weather, get out fishing, find some time to get your Christmas shopping done, then go fishing again. Till next week, tight lines.